Who are your strong tie and weak tie relationships? My strong tie relationship is my older brother Zan because he is a good role model on me as we love each other very much, and as we tend to converse with each other, we learn about a lot of things and get to know each other much more, and it leads to a very much more unpleasing time. My weak tie is my cashier that I frequently visit at my local pharmacy, as we don't as our relationship is completely transactional. As in, I hand her the money and she hands me the medication, and then I go off on my day. The pros and cons of these relationships is as my older brother, I learned a lot of wisdom and I learned a lot of things that things that I may have not known as a child, as he would be able to show me the way to adulthood, such as investing, dealing with situations, and emotional intelligence. However, if we ever get into a fight, the fights do become more visceral as we have such high respect for each other that when something goes awry, we do tend to have some kinds of problems. But of course, this is when we're kids. But now we can always talk it out and see where we go. And for the cashier, the pros of it is that it's complete transactional. As I said, I walk in, I get the medication, and I walk out. But the cons of this is I don't exactly know her, so it's more of just I simply say hello and I go without developing a deep conversation, have something to talk about, or really any kind of human interaction at all, other than just simply a hello and goodbye. Even though I'm a bit of a frequent visitor, it's all cool. Now, let's see. Explain a three-step method of managing dialectical tensions and an instance when you deploy it. Well, the first off is to identify the tension. Second one is to validate your relational partner's needs, wants, and desires, of course, and the feelings. And three is the solution-based communication. One example of how this worked is about how I was talking with my co-president of the gaming club in Newark about exactly how I felt about some things. The tension identified is about one time when the whole board executive board, where I felt seemingly attacked as I felt that way, and it causing a bit of a disconnect between me and him. I validated his feelings because he was not only genuinely sorry for some of the things he's done, which and he also made good points about some of the things I've done, and so we both came to a bit of an understanding where we both understood each other's side, and the solution-based communication was simply just all around forgiveness. We we want we were still friends. We're still really good friends. He's even running for student organization. Love that guy. And but we decided that instead of just making petty fights about the littlest things and holding grudges, we can just look forward to the future because it's brighter than the darkness the shadow we're making. And so we just have to just get along, not because of necessity, more of just how to say this, because we're good friends. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for listening.